Oseo.
Oseo.
We're in July now. In the month of August, Claudia and I and Jack went up to Yosemite to attend our annual Tuolumne Meadows Poetry Festival. That's the whole title for it. We rendezvoused there with Vivian from up there and Bonnie and Bill from here. We've been going year after year. At the same time, coinciding is what I'm announcing this about. This is in the First Nations paper called Focus. It's out of Sparks, Nevada. Title, Strengthening Our Connection. Members of Indigenous Women Hike set out to reclaim ancestral territory across Sierra. So that's what the article is. I'm acquainted with one of the women, and that's Autumn Harry. She's the daughter of Norm Harry, former chairman of the Pyramid Lake Paiute people, and her mother, Beverly, is Navajo. And I'm just making excerpts here for this. This August, members of the Indigenous Women's Hike will be traveling our ancestral trade route, the name which is the new moon, Coyote, in prayer to honor our relatives who came before us and to strengthen our connections to Mother Earth and to the sacred places inside ourselves. We are 9 Indigenous women who represent the Nimu, Dani, Yokut, Nidi, Picaris, and Latinx, and Indigenous women who unite in sisterhood. Through strength and perseverance, we will travel 210 miles from the valley of Yosemite to the peak of Mount Whitney as Mother Earth permits, that's what it is. Western history teaches us John Muir was the original environmentalist and the man responsible for the creation of Yosemite National Park. However, many people don't realize is that not only did Muir view indigenous people of the Sierra region as inferior, he also contributed to the genocide of indigenous people by forcibly removing our people from the land with the creation of the national parks and forests. Our ancestral trade routes have an extensive history that predates the colonization and John Muir. He did not create these trails. He followed the trails that have been here for thousands of years, continuing to use language and titles such as the John Muir Trail, which derives from settler colonization, contributes to the erasure of our histories and ancestral knowledge. Under the American Indian Religious Freedom Act of 1978, we assert our right to self-determination by traveling through our homelands without permits. We walk to bring awareness around indigenous issues, such as missing and murdered indigenous women, two-spirit visibility, water rights, land protection, substance abuse, domestic violence, suicide, and other environmental and food justice issues. The healing of a community begins with the healing of women. We are walking in prayer to honor those who came before us and for the future generation to come. Bueno.
You're here.
Good reset.